Sure. Hi, my name is
I see the pad got turned off again. Can I grab this? Okay. So that's good?
That's good?
Yeah.
So you can hear me okay?
Yeah, now we're good.
All good?
Yeah. Okay, so one more time, just your name and what brought you into blockchain.
Hi there, my name is Tatiana Kaufman. I originally entered blockchain actually very recently. It was just in the fall. My original background was in investment banking and venture capital, and then after that was in consumer technology and media tech companies. And this was kind of the perfect blend of going back to my roots in finance, as well as helping consumer-focused technologies reach a broader market with greater financing.
Tatiana, what are some of the things that you find exciting about the potential of blockchain?
Yeah, I think we're going to see a lot more security tokens this year. The majority of the market right now has been currencies and utilities. However, the security token model allows investment into new and up-and-coming technologies from countries from around the world, from unaccredited investors. And we're going to see a lot of this in infrastructure, so we'll see it in energy and transportation and other such larger ICOs.
Right. And what are some of the things you personally like to see in blockchain products?
Let's see. I love seeing a strong engineering team. I think the emphasis in a lot of the ICOs we've seen this year and this past year has been on charismatic CEOs, and I love it when I see a strong engineering team because blockchain, first and foremost, is a technology that's created by engineers and will be powered by those engineers.
Any speculation on the future of blockchain?
You know, I love what the utility token space has done. However, I think there's going to be a major adjustment in the next 6 months. I think we're going to see very few utility tokens. The market will have a major flight to quality, and we'll have a second coming of security tokens, especially when the new exchanges that are catered towards security tokens come out. And there's 3 that are scheduled to come out this summer.
Well,
is that okay?
Tell me your name.
Okay. So my name is Patrick Fiziev. I'm a PhD student here at UCLA in bioinformatics.
And Peko, how did you find out about this event?
I received an email from someone at UCLA, probably one of the mailing lists.
Okay.
I honestly don't remember which one.
And tell me, did you learn anything about blockchain?
Yes, so I'm learning about the applications. So in general, I learned about blockchain technologies about 2 months ago. I mean, I started learning more about them, so it seemed to be pretty cool, a lot of potential. And yeah, I'm just curious to see what applications people have come up, what problems they're trying to solve by using these technologies. So obviously there is a lot of hype around this, and somewhere behind the hype there is value. So I kind of want to figure out what this value is.
Great, thank you.
Sure.
Dustin Boyer, and this is a test.
That's a great test. Okay, so let me get your name and your background, who you're with.
Okay, so hey, my name is Dustin Boyer. I am, one second, hello, I'm starting again. Hello, my name is Dustin Boyer. I'm a venture partner at DNA Fund. DNA Fund takes some of the best ICOs in the industry and we help guide them through the process. We connect them with some of the best investors, we work with their white papers, we help them navigate the space so they don't shoot themselves in the foot regulatorily. The other hat that I wear is that I'm a commercialization manager on contract at DARPA. I support DARPA's Small Business Program Office, and we help a portfolio of 160 DARPA-backed startups help find business connections, customers, government introductions, you name it.
And Dustin, what are you looking for when a new blockchain team approaches DNA?
So what we really love is an existing company that has an unfair advantage. We're looking for a company that has existing customers, an existing business base, and then what we want to do is we want to help them find an existing, or help that company with an existing problem solve a problem that can only be solved via blockchain. Right? So if it can be solved with a MySQL database, we're not really interested. We want to find the unique applications of blockchain, and then we help them work through their tokenomics, their token infrastructure.
And why do you think blockchain is so hot? Like, why is it picking up all this cultural attention right now?
Well, I mean, I think probably the easiest reason is that a lot of people have just made a lot of money, right? And that starts piquing people's interest. But there are a lot of people that have been involved in this space for a long time. And I think that they are sort of focused on the fundamental values of American culture. There are people who want freedom. There are people that want to be able to do things more quickly, more efficiently. And blockchain is one of the best ways to transfer value out there. It's the best way to verify trust. And it's a fascinating technology. I think that anyone who starts to look at it kind of starts to go down the rabbit hole. It's extremely fascinating. And before long, you're putting little bits of your paycheck in, you're thinking about blockchain, and then you're like, oh, well, hey, here's a business that I'm already in. Maybe blockchain could do something here.
Great, great. And what are your thoughts on blockchain and generation from now?
Well, you know, blockchain a generation from now will look totally different. I mean, we'll see things like Hashgraph will start to emerge. That's a totally new type of distributed ledger. We'll see, you know, but that'll probably be the next 5 to 6 years, and it'll be really hard to predict what the future will be. But we'll see ultra-fast blockchains that can support billions of users at once. We're also going to see the rise of the Internet of Things, and so that's going to be even more transactions. And hopefully the next generation will see us on Mars. So I'm looking really forward to the first blockchain in space.
Great. Anything else to share topically with them?
Nope, that's it.
Well, my hair.
Serena, let me get your name and the company you're representing.
All right. Wait, we're on now?
It's just like I'm testing the level.
Okay. Sarita Hines with Trust a Bit.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good. Okay, are you good to go?
Wait, almost.
Okay, take your time.
All right, we're good.
All right, so let me get your name one more time and
Hi, this again. Sarita Hines with Trust a Bit.
great. All right, Serena, why are you interested in blockchain technology?
Blockchain is an amazing technology. How it's more so the smart contracts that I'm really interested in, on how you can write business logic into these smart contracts, and they just kind of sit on the blockchain waiting for that business logic to be executed, and then they go ahead and do the work that you set out for them to do.
Can you, this is getting like a hard one, but can you tell like a basic example? Like, what is a smart contract for people who don't know anything?
A smart contract is a piece of code that you put out onto the blockchain. So you'll put in like business logic. So I can say that I want all flights from Detroit to LAX that are delayed for 2 hours. I want you to issue a refund to all of my Mileage Plus members. And it does that. And the good thing about the smart contract is that it's trustless, meaning that no one controls it once you put it out there. There's no third party to make it work. It just works automatically. And the only way that you can stop it is to pretty much issue a kill command to kill it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. How did you find out about the UCLA Cyber Days event?
I found out from Susan O. She invited us out, and we just wanted to come be a part of it.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
And tell me about the event. How's it been so far?
The event has been great. We've met like some great people, like from Referium, and it's a really good networking thing, and I'm just glad that it's in our backyard.
Where are you guys based out of?
We're based out of LA.
Okay.
Mm-hmm,
Of course.
Yeah.
And tell me, what do you expect? What are you excited about seeing in blockchain in the future?
I'm excited to see remittance payments is really important to me. So I like the idea of being able to send money home and not have it go through so many hands and process fees, and just more so the man hours that it would take for me to hop on a bus and go to a shop to send money back home to Nigeria. Like, I think it's best, and now I can just pick up my phone and send it, and here it's home.
That's great.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah.
Is there anything you'd like to share about the project your team is building?
Sure. The name of our company is Trust a Bit. So what we do is blockchain for flight delays. So as I alluded to earlier, if you have a delayed flight that meets a certain criteria, then you wouldn't have to go online and fill out a form. then you will automatically get it. You'll receive an email from us to say, hey, we noticed that your flight was delayed. Click here to receive your voucher.
Cool.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to share?
I think that's it. But thanks for having me on.
Sure. Thank you for sharing.
So, yeah.
All right. So, Kevin, why? First, let me get your name, and you said you're with Transform.
Yeah, my name is Kevin Nielsen. I work with Transform Group. We're a multifaceted firm that works with ICOs and basically anyone in the space who needs advisory, PR, marketing, investor relations, about just about anything.
Okay. And why did you want to work in blockchain tech?
Well, I mean, it's very exciting technology, as you probably know, right? It has the opportunity to disrupt a variety of different industries. And we were excited to understand the kind of applications that the technology has across the board. And one of the best ways of doing that was actually connecting with new projects, new investors, trying to understand their mindset and what they were thinking of to really act as that disruptive force in the space. So with Transform Group, what we actually get is a lot of exposure to a variety of different industries, a variety of different investors and people that are really interested in actually pushing this technology to kind of the next level.
Okay. And how did you guys get involved with the UCLA Cyber Days?
So Enzo Villani, who's actually our managing director, was a speaker at the panel for what we're going to see in 2018. Enzo actually has a lot of experience in equity markets and working with public companies, so it was a great transition to actually have him on board because he actually talks to how to scale these kind of companies, what you have to think about in terms of regulation, in terms of different things. So that's kind of why we wanted to see what UCLA was organizing, how the students also interacted with the Cyber Days panelists, and it was great to hear Enzo speaking as well.
And how's the Cyber Days seemed so far to you?
It's great. It's a great event. I've seen a lot of UCLA students, which is awesome. I actually co-founded the Blockchain at Cornell Club, so it was great to see kind of the student involvement in the space. I mean, we always want to see kind of the young people as well wanting to work in the space. And I've actually been very impressed with the quality of the speakers, the quality of the discussion as well. It's always great to hear awesome conversations about everything from regulation to actually tech developments in the space. Great.
What's your I actually have my Bitcoin address tattooed right here.
Alright, so you got that dash code that you gave me? Alright, so what's your name and what are you doing here?
Hi, my name's Matt McCarthy. I got into crypto, I think, in 2013 when I wrote my freshman year paper called my passion project, actually, on what are you passionate about? So I chose, at that time, the blockchain was just coming out. You know, the Silk Road was making its way through high schools. People are really interested in it. It was this new mysterious force. So I bought Bitcoin in cash for $235. And from there, I wrote a 13-page paper and turned it into my English teacher. I think I got an A- on it. But from there, it was just kind of head on. I was full blockchain. You know, and at that time, I think people really weren't interested in the space. And now it's really fascinating because, you know, all this knowledge that we had before, reading white papers, you know, all this crypto jargon suddenly became valuable within a month. So it's very exciting to be here, especially at UCLA, sharing something I'm so passionate about, and with other students. And it's a little bit in its infancy right now, which I think is the perfect time to, you know, if something is in an early stage that you can really build a community around. So I'm really excited meeting new students, meeting a lot of great people. Most importantly, I think at this conference, really the people that are here, it's probably the best thing that I've gotten out of it. So,
what do you think about the future for blockchain tech?
I think the future for blockchain tech with applications outside of money looks very interesting because I think people think of blockchain as typically Bitcoin, but you know, they don't know about Chainlink or a lot of these companies that are actually solving real world problems and counterfeiting, AML, healthcare, big data, storage of files. So blockchain's here, it's decentralizing your information. It's likely gonna solve net neutrality too, as humans can upload their data on a private ledger, on a public ledger, and keep track of what they own. So I think that blockchain will be in a lot of the upcoming next Snapchat type companies, the companies that are being, you know, built in college. So look forward to seeing blockchain startups, but I don't think that people will understand that the underlying blockchain code is powering some of these transformative applications that will rip through the country. So I'm looking forward to seeing a mainstream, consumer implementation of the blockchain. Should be pretty exciting.
Anything else you want to say?
No.
So let me get your name and company.
My name is Jason Robert, and I'm co-founder of Hello Sugoi, and we sell event tickets on the blockchain.
Excellent. And Jason, what are some of the things that are exciting you about blockchain?
There are so many things that are exciting to me about blockchain. I think blockchain at the highest level represents the human's ability, or a choice that we have now, to tear apart the centralized tyrannies that rule the world. Multinational corporations, banks, and the idea of the state. We have a choice to reinvent what that means for us as human beings on this beautiful planet.
That's awesome. What are some of the things you hope to see you guys doing to disrupt the market through blockchain?
Ultimately, I think Hello Sugoi has an opportunity to facilitate the widespread consumer adoption of blockchain technologies, whereby consumers interact with our technology without knowing that they're interacting with the blockchain, in that we are creating products that add real value to people's lives.
How did you find out about UCLA Cyber Days?
I know Eric, one of the event organizers, who has been involved in the space for some time. He's a friend of mine, and when asked to sit on this panel and speak at the event, I'm actually speaking twice this weekend, I couldn't refuse. And I am a self-proclaimed panel slut and say yes to all speaking engagements. So I'm happy to participate where there are people who are interested in this amazing new technology.
And tell me, how's the event been so far?
The event has been kick-ass. I am enjoying everyone's company. I am enjoying collaborating. I am enjoying the energy of all of us coming together with a common purpose of helping to spread awareness of this